Whoa! Look at the Patreon homies, dog. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, bro, and Soulseer. Hey, Soulseer, welcome, dog. I appreciate your Patreon, bro. These are my Patreon homies, bro. If you want to learn more about it, it's in the description. But pretty much, you get your name here. Let's start the video. It's cold. I'm in a garage. My gaming den is a garage, and it's freezing. I live in Oregon, and it's like almost snowing. It's like raining, and yeah. What's up? Welcome back. Today we're gonna do the DK wing, also known as the what's the humanoid quarter? What is it? There's another word for it. I don't know what it is, but yeah, we're doing military. Today we're doing the military quarter, boys. Wing. We're gonna do it today. That is Instructor Razuvious, Gothik, and Four Horsemen. Unfortunately, as always, first off, let's go ahead and run over here. We can go ahead and skip daddy. The first thing you need to look at is your kill times. This is very important for... We have a dancing bunny on our screen. Do we just leave it on? All right. Anyway, as always, look at the kill times. It's very important here, as well as the other ones. These are our kill times, so don't base it based off yours. Obviously, go look at your own. To do that, just go to Classic Warcraft Logs, type in your guild name, look at rankings, and you'll be able to find it. So with these three bosses, Razuvious, Gothik, and Four Horsemen, the first thing to talk about is Razuvious, which is an ad fight, but not an ad fight because the ads don't count on your parse. So we'll go over that when we get there. Gothik is a absolute cheese ball. It does not come up on your logs at all. If you were to click anybody's logs, it will not show Gothik on there. It doesn't count towards all-stars. The fight is garbage. Everybody hates this fight. It is not on your all-stars. So when we go over this fight, I'm not going to sit there and take too long on this fight because it is kind of garbage. We're just going to skim through it. I'll give you a couple tips that I found out from the Warlock Discord, your one-stop shop for everything Warlock related. That'll help you kind of cheese some damage in terms of like overall and stuff like that. And of course, Four Horsemen, which is everybody's favorite fight. The thing about Four Horsemen is there's three different strats. There's actually like 4 different strats, but there's 3 main strats. I'll go over each of them. I don't have footage from them all because we don't do the one where you pull like one at a time, but yeah, we'll go over it. Also, before we start, please hit the follow button because I'd appreciate that. And of course, most importantly, even more important than you following and subscribing and leaving comments, is to use consumables when you're in raid. All right. I know flame caps are expensive. I'm not going to make you get them at this point. If I ran out, I don't even know if I would get them. Yeah, I'd get them. I love them. I would get them. Flame caps, you get your weapon oil, which is going to be your spell stone on you 24/7. Make sure you make I always like to put one on, and then I'll get rid of the ones in my bags, make 5 more, just so I can not have to worry about doing it in raid. Make sure you have your food, your firecracker salmon, fish feasts, snapper extreme if you need hit, so on and so forth. And then of course your flask of the frost worm and fell armor. Am I missing something? I'm looking up there. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it. Love you. Okay, to start. Oh, we have a dancing monkey still. I mean, bunny still. Cool. So this pack right here is actually where I like to... This is a big pack. Depending on how much you pull. You can pull this, and then right here, you can pull that, and you can pull the next one. This is older footage. We don't just pull this. This is what I would suggest you do. You can pull this right now as we watch, and you melt it down. You pop your meta. You're cool. Now, you have time to pop your meta here. You have time to pop a couple metas here, it depends on how slow you go. We can only pop about 1 here, but you can kind of squeak your way through if you're lucky, if you're going a little bit slower. Not if you're going slower, I take that back. If you guys are just waiting for your... If you're in a guild where they're letting you get a pre-pot, hey, can we wait 40 seconds for this? Oh yeah, no problem. Then do that. We're not the type to do that, so we're kind of screwed on that. Instead of this first pack, this is up to your raid leader, by the way, so don't this is out of your control. But we now pull this first pack into these packs, right? A lot of damage. But the thing is... which I'll keep it playing. These packs right here, you're in meta. So what you do is you hold meta, you wait till all this is pulled right here, and that back one, you pop your meta, you scream for a bop, which you should already be getting, and then after you bop, which you guys can do quite a few spots in this raid, is challenging how. I talk about it every video, but I'm saying it because just in case somebody watches this video and not the other ones. Challenging how is a 15-second cooldown to 12 or 15-second cooldown. It grabs all the threat around you. It taunts everybody around you, which can be scary. I know that it can be scary, but don't be scared because you have a bop on you. That means that they need to be dead before your bop runs out, right? But it alleviates a lot of pressure on the tank. Make sure nobody's getting hurt. So I would suggest doing that. If you're not doing that and you're pulling the first pack, that's okay. Don't blow meta on the first pack. Save it for this bigger pack, blow meta, run in there, emo aura, all your cooldowns, haste gloves, whatever else you got, get your bop, challenging how, kill everything, win. Anyway, this is a good example of doing it. This is exactly what it would look like. I don't have it on here again, which sucks because I finally did a whole run where I did a bunch of challenging hows because I wasn't recording because my PC in here was messed up. So I had to use my PC in my room, and it sucks because I had such a good week, man. I had such good footage from it. I even tried recording and it just didn't work. But this is I mean, just look at that. You can be in meta, you charge in, you emo aura, you challenging how, game over. Anyway, seed corruption. So some things that some footage, some feedback from you guys is, I'm gonna try to they want me to nitpick some more in here. Grenades. I talk about this all the time, but it's a seed of corruption. It's a seed of corruption macro. That's a mouse over. It's a bunch of things. It's a mouse over. I'll put it in the description. It's a mouse over. It also makes sure that your Felguard casts Cleave on cooldown, because he doesn't cast Cleave on cooldown. He casts, sometimes he'll wait like 0.32 or 3 seconds to do it, and that adds up. Might not seem like a lot, but it adds up. So that's the mouse over, and it also throws a Saronite Bomb on an at cursor, which means you don't see. This whole time I'm in my raid and all this footage, I'm actually throwing a grenade on cooldown. I use like 40, 50 Saronite Bombs in one raid, something like that. That's because it's at cursor macro, which means you don't see the macro. You don't see the cursor, that big green circle, like on a Rain of Fire or a grenade or insert whatever spell, you know, that big huge ass green radius. You don't see that. That helps a lot. And also sappers. Sappers are very good, especially when you're already in there, right? You got to be careful if you're using that Saronite Bomb macro, because then you'll put your explosives on cooldown, which I do all the time. But yeah, make sure you get a sapper off. This is a beautiful sapper pack. This is also, so you have a boot you can use. I don't use it here because I like to use the boots to catch up. I'm not behind. And also there's nothing to fight. Even if you are behind, what are you missing? 2 fucking skeletal smiths? Like, that's nothing. This next pull though, which is it's almost, if you pull this pack right here and these ones over here, that's big. And some people are doing that. You'll see like a tank come up here or hunter and pull all those. Then you could pull them down here, but you already have meta on cooldown. Now you can save meta for this over here, this or that next section. But if you do that, you're not going to have it back for Razuvious unless you're waiting, which we're not waiting. If you guys are in a guild, like I said, if you are waiting, then you can disregard some of that and just know that you can use meta here, because you're gonna have your guild to wait for you, right? If you notice your guild's not waiting for you, or if they're getting a little frustrated waiting for you, then just don't even waste the meta. Make sure your Seed of Corruption on cooldown, which also, like I said, is gonna make your pet cleave. It's gonna throw some grenades. You have big numbers. They go big, big, big. We like it. Big numbers. Keep on moving. This is where I rocket boot 9 times out of 10 if I have it up. This is where I boot and rocket boot. So it's already on cooldown. I don't know why. I don't remember using it in this footage, but apparently it's on cooldown. Oh, I had other boots on and I pressed my boots and it equipped them, and you have to wait that time, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, okay, we got this. Keep seeding. Go to the boss. There's nothing you can really do here. There's nothing, like, don't blow meta. Okay, so for the boss, you don't have to do anything but stand there and blast. So a couple things about this boss is there's him and 4 ads. He gets mind controlled. I'm not going to explain the boss to you. You know how it works. But there's something very important about this fight, which you're not going to see in this footage because I didn't know, but the ads don't count on your parts at all. Just him, just a Razuvious. So I know a lot of guilds are telling you to seed it to get rid of the ads, or AoE to get rid of the ads. In terms of parse, you're better off not. You're better off not seeding. You're better off just full launching, full pet launch, everything into Razuvious, right? There is a couple things that you can do that I think that you should do, which is as the fight starts, all right, well, we'll go through it when the fight starts. When they go, you can put corruptions up on these guys. Now you should meta an emo aura just to help cleave them down, but I'm just saying don't meta emo aura and seed spam into them, just because yes, it looks good on this meter, but this meter is not your logs. Now, if that's all you're worried about, if you're worried about this, that's what people see, fucking seed, bro. Full send it like I do. But if you're looking in terms of your logs, in terms of your parse, in terms of killing the boss faster, you should ignore the ads. Right? Well, don't ignore them, because as Demo and Affliction, I put corruptions up. You can put a corruption up on there. That gives you molten core procs as well as molten core procs. You know what I mean? You just get that molten core procs. On the fight, it's very important that you have a weak core to track your life tap, which I have right here going. Right here, you'll see this little beautiful bar going down, right? That's your life tap bar. Keep it full at all times. You want to precast in? I'm watching this blind right now. I have no clue if I'm playing correctly. And for anybody who's wondering why I'm showing footage of me not playing correctly, it's because I don't play correctly. That's why I'm showing this footage. So I can kind of tell you what to do, but also go, oh, hey, don't do that right there. One day I'll have some VOD of me doing it perfectly, but that's not right now. You know what I mean? So live through me, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Wait, ready check? Yes. Rage check. Beautiful. In a perfect world, you get the life tap early down. Pull timers up. 3, 4. Life tap. Pre-potion your potion of magic. Pre-cast your Shadow Bolt. And then go. It's a little funky here. I'm just waiting for this timer. Okay, maybe I should have skipped it. Okay, that's what I get for skipping ahead. I should have just waited. All right, this pull timer is always kind of funky because someone pulls or it's an army of dead or like you saw it pulls weird. These ads are up. I already life tapped. I'm putting a Shadow Bolt up right away just to get ISB up. I'm going to put my Infernal down, which I'm not going to do anymore. Did I do it? I didn't do it. Okay. I think I tried to, but oh, I did now. There's the Infernal. I'm not going to Infernal this anymore because I want single target damage strictly on Razuvious. Okay. But yes, this is what, if you are, like I said, this is the padding part of it. Emo Aura, Meta Emo Aura, Infernal, Seed of Corruption, Sapper. That you're blowing these ads up. You're gonna love yourself on the meters, right? The other world is you're only one of two. The other world is you just put up corrupt, which is what I'm gonna do from now on. I haven't done it yet, but what I'm gonna do from now on is in this situation when I'm looking at them, I'm gonna corruption the Death Knight, Razuvious, immolate Razuvious. The corruptions on the Death Knights were just to get Molten Core procs, and then I'm gonna spam single target only into Razuvious and wait for my Molten Core procs. Put up an immolate, put up a corruption, put up a doom early, right? Remember, this fight is 1 minute and 21 seconds for us, which means most of you guys watching, you are more than fine to doom. Just make sure you get that doom off a little bit earlier, okay? Right now, if you are in team, not just anybody using the Infernal, not just this fight with anybody using the Infernal, this is period point blank throughout the entire raid with the Infernal. You must make sure that you have Demonic Pact up before you pull your Infernal out, right? Another thing about Demonic Pact is right now, I know at the time that I did this video that 400 Demonic Pact, it could have been a little bit higher, but it wasn't that bad, right? This is a few weeks ago. Now my Demonic Pacts are 550 plus, almost 600. So it's like, I know right now if I snap that 400, I'm not going to, the reason I'm not pulling Infernal out anymore on this fight is because I know that I can get a higher Demonic Pact than that. It doesn't matter if it's a couple more spell power. I want a higher Demonic Pact than that, right? So this is another reason why I feel like you shouldn't use Infernal on it. Once again, if you're watching this wondering why I'm using Infernals, because I'm dumb and I didn't know the things didn't count until a couple weeks ago. So yeah, and a couple weeks of footage I haven't been able to post or use, so I'm using old footage. Anyway, another thing you can do here, which I am doing, thankfully, is what's the first thing I tell everybody to do all the time? You see this mob? I'm already mousing over him. I'm already Shadow Bolting, and that's how quick the Shadow Bolt out. The reason you do that is because you can snipe and get decimation going. And then you can feel those decimations into Instructor Razuvious. You're gonna see me do it right here. I'm already casting right here. I'm already casting. Oh, it's the next one. I'm already casting a. Oh no, I did do it right there. Okay, cool. I'm already casting a Shadow Bolt on the middle study right here. I see. You see how he's just melting? He's melting. I know he's melting. He's melting. I know he's melting. I'm gonna cast a Shadow Bolt right now because I know the Shadow Bolt's gonna cast and land at the 35%. It does. It puts me into. Why is my DPI so high on my mouse? Sorry. It puts me into my decimation. I have it up right now, and I'm feeling him into the boss. I have 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds till it's running out. I notice that. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. Rank 1 Shadow Bolt. See how quick it was? Rank 1 Shadow Bolt right into there. It keeps my decimation stack up, and I'm throwing it into the boss. I'm throwing it to the boss. I'm throwing it into the boss. I'm going to trade another rank 1 rank 1 Shadow Bolt in there, right? This is to keep up decimation again on the little ad. Now look how fast the Shadow Bolt is. Like, look at my cast bar right here. Just watch the cast bar. This is why I use a rank 1 Shadow Bolt. Look how fast it is. Wait for it. It'll come up right now. It just goes super fast, right? And because I'll do another one right here too, because that's why I use rank 1. I don't want to sit there. I don't want the damage on the understudy doesn't matter. So I don't want to sit there and have to just do a whole entire 2.5 second cast bolt of the Shadow Bolt. You know what I mean? And now the ads are dead. You can see right now that I'm not life tapped. I don't have my life tap up. This is me just simply not paying attention. Yep, I did it just in. That was a good like 3 or 4 Shadow Bolts without it up. It's very important to keep life tap up. Keep Doom on the target if you're gonna make it. Keep Immolate on target. Keep Corruption on the target. Keep your Fail Guard on the target. Look for Decimation, which is right now. Pop all. I'm in Decimation now. I'm gonna pop all my cooldowns. That's a potion. That's a flame cap. That's my. I'm not using Mark, but that's a trinket if you are using it on use. And I'm spamming Soulfire into the targets. At this point, if I'm gauging Razuvious and I go 20%, pause this. Why can't I pause this? 20%. Okay, I got Corruption up. I'm not gonna Doom, obviously. I'm not gonna Agony. I don't care. I should Corruption. I hope I do. Thank God. Woo! We did it, boys. All right, it's good to Corruption because you can get Molten Core at the end. However, at the end of that fight, I would not have immolated at the end of it. Watch me immolate and just embarrass myself. That'd be cool. Okay, it wouldn't be cool. It'd be hilarious. Anyway, that's it for this fight. Let's keep on pushing. Oh, there's one thing that some guilds do, mine included. They didn't do it here, but we do it every week since, is that we bring those these axes that we're about to fight into the boss fight. So we'll pull the boss fight, and then 10-15 seconds in, the off tank will go pull like 2 or 4 of those axes and bring them into the boss. Then we blow lust. So if you guys, I know there's other people doing that. If you're watching that and you're doing that, first off, if you're not doing that and you guys are having an easy time with this fight, I suggest you do that. Just when the fight's stable, everything's okay, your mind controls are in order, go send somebody off to pull those ads, pull 2 of them, come back in, pull 2 of them, come back in. That honestly just makes you already have downtime. It's simple cleave. It's only 2, and it gets you you can just keep going faster. Just a little random min-max speed stuff. That being said, if you do that, if you do that, make sure you pop meta, emo aura, and all that stuff. Not in the beginning. Wait until those axes get in. Obviously with your lust, boom, blow them. Okay, speaking on these axes, blow a meta here. You can always get 1 meta. Remember, the next boss is Gothik the cow, or whatever the fuck it is. Gothik the harvester. So because of that, you can blow a meta here. I mean, you can blow it wherever you want. Just blow it on the biggest pack you're going to get. Don't blow it on a 2-pack or a 3-pack when the next pack's going to be a 12-pack. Don't blow it on a 5-pack if the next pack's going to be a 9-pack. You see what I mean? So I blow it here, obviously, because we have this as a fucking juicy pack. I'm going to blow Sapper. Sapper's down. I'm not worried about dots. I'm meta. I'm emote aura'd. I am haste gloved, and I'm spamming Seed of Corruption. I don't worry about Shadow Flame anymore. Shadow Flame I don't use unless I'm moving. You shouldn't use it if you're spamming seeds, because seed gives you more value. It's more damage. I do use it when I'm moving though. The next pack is another one. This is a good rocket boot stage because you don't need them for the fight at all, really. And we're just going to go right through, nuke the ads. This next part right here, you can nuke them here. I would suggest, however, bringing them into the fight and starting the fight, just because it's an easy fight. We all know this. Drag those into the boss room. Just nuke them, just see them. You can't do anything. Watch out for the whirlwinds. You see I have a weak ore right here. It's called threat plates. It'll be in the description of the video if you want it. If it's not in the description because I forget, then I have a video on my channel called add-ons. It's like a week old or a couple weeks old. You'll find it. It's in that description. It puts up whirlwind and stuff like that, so you can watch it. That's important because all these guys whirlwind at one time, and you're in meta emo oring, you're gonna die. You know what I mean? So watch out. So all these ads, pull them into the boss room. Now let's talk about this boss. I'm not gonna sit here and walk through this boss with you guys because you guys know it's a meme. Okay, the first thing about this boss is it doesn't count on your logs. It doesn't count on your logs. That doesn't mean AFK. That doesn't mean AFK. But it doesn't count on your logs at the same time. So like, don't worry about, I get all the time, yo, how can I do more damage on Gothik? Don't worry about it. Do damage to these ads. Fuck these ads up. That's all you can really do. In terms of these ads, you can't really do much outside of waiting for one to come out, and then it sucks for if you're an overall hound. In the example of like me, I have Deary and I have Clinks in here. Clinks is one of the best hunters. Deary is one of the best mages. And look, I'm doing great on overall, right? And then this fight comes. I can't do anything on these guys. The most you can do is Searing Pain. You don't run Shadow Burn. You can charge your pet in there, Searing Pain. A couple Searing Pains. I got 1 Searing Pain off. Oh, I got 2. Oh, nope. I got 1 off and a Shadow Flame. You know, so it's so stupid. So we're just going to skip past this. You kind of just fuck off here until the gate opens in the middle. When the gate opens in the middle, I do put a portal up so I can port out of the gate. If I do pull aggro, we'll fast forward to the gate. Fast forward to, oh, here's the gate. Fast forward. Oh, I die. So perfect. So put it right here. You see, why can't I pause it? What's going on? My computer's bugging out. Right here, I put a gateway here. That is because I'm going to meta, emo aura, get bopped, port out if something happens, right? Unfortunately, I just died, which I didn't get bopped, but I'm going in here. This is probably the most fun you can have in a fight, especially if you're AFKing. Throw seeds out there, pop your shit, and go. Yep, right there. Pop the sapper. I didn't get my bop. I don't remember why I didn't get the bop. I probably went somewhere else, but yeah. Ideally, get a bop or notice you're not getting a bop and then get out of there before you die. They beat res me, which is great. And we're going to keep going to the end of the fight. So you see how this phase thing right here, your DBM will tell you that phase 2 starts at 50 seconds in this example. That means Gothik's coming down in 50 seconds. You can put a doom on him right now. If you doom him right now in the air, when he comes down, that doom will go off 60 seconds later. He's been down for 10 seconds. This once again, it doesn't count on your logs, but it's nice little cheeky damage. I don't do it in this example because once again, I'm a bum. Anyway, keep going until he comes down. Dude's down here. You have a doom on him. Hopefully you blow lust early because you don't need it. You don't need it for the whole fight. He comes down. I'm going to put meta, emulate corruption. I'm not going to worry about my dot. I'm going to put my emo aura, all my cooldowns, and I'm just going to spam. I'm also going to flame cap. If you, well, you don't have to flame cap, but you can flame cap. If you do flame cap, just know that you have a minute to do it, so you're fine. And just fucking pump into him, bro. Yeah, that's it. That's, you can see I switched it to just Gothik Harvester damage. That was a damage just on the Harvester. Don't really worry about it too much. So you can also, if you're in one of the guilds where you're pulling this trash, so you can split sides. I'm not going to go into a huge fucking detail about this, but there's two sides, right? You guys can go all to the other side, except for one person who sits on the other side, right? You can have a paladin or whatever. And then you can have a hunter skip this gate and go pull this trash right here, right? If you're doing one of those, just focus on not killing yourself. That's about it. Okay, keep on pushing, boys. Next up is this trash here, which is very beautiful. Make sure you blow a meta here. You have time to get a meta off. Hopefully you're pulling more than 2. A good ideal situation is right here. This is a very good pack right here because you typically will have 2 minutes before you pull 4 Horsemen. Blow your meta here. Once again, watch out for whirlwinds. Apparently I don't blow meta here. I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe I blew on the next pack. Go to the next pack. Oh, I think I do blow it here. This is an even bigger pack, maybe. I don't blow it at all. Apparently I'm just holding it for, I don't know, old war or whatever. Anyway, see the trash down, blow it up. Now, we got a couple things about this fight I want to talk about, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is there's many, many different ways to do this fight. So for that reason, we're going to go to our beautiful, it's disappeared. Cool. Why? Let's go to history. Raider IO planned. Cool. This is not Naxx. Let's go to Four Horsemen. Boom. Okay. So the first off is this. There's the bosses, right? This is how they go. Can't really explain this fight unless there's many ways to do this fight. So I'm gonna explain pretty much each way. So you have one boss here, one boss pretty much here. One and one boss here, right? Nothing that we're all too crazy about. We know how the fight works. I know it's kind of wrong where they go, but whatever. So you have 2 ways to do this. I'm sorry, you have a million ways to do this. The number one basic way is to kill them one at a time. I don't need to explain to you how to do that. All right? Pretty easy. Now, I don't know anybody who does that. If you do that in your guild, let me know in the comments. I just want to know if this is real or not. Now, secondly, if you are doing that, you should stop doing that immediately and at least pull 2 of these here, right? You can pull this guy and this guy together. You fuck those 2 up, and then you go kill these guys. That's the easiest way to do it. Almost foolproof. Now, if you are doing it that way as a demo lock on pull, I like to get a little bit closer so I can do some damage to him. While this guy is running into position, because you kind of hang over here, I'm going to put an immolated and corruption on this guy when he goes over here. I'm going to put an immolated corruption as this guy as he goes over here. You can get a doom off on one of these guys if you get close enough. Like if you are right here, right? If you're like right here, if you can get close enough, you can squeak it, because these are, first off, these heads right here are line of sight. So you can like creep up right here. You can even get into a nice little pre-casting range. It's kind of hard to, but you can, because we do it on the other side. Anyway, if you do, you can doom one of these guys, but don't doom Skull or X because it won't go off. You got to doom one of these back ones right here. It's like, I think it's like the 3rd slot and the 1st slot. I'm not sure, but either way. Anyway. That being said, you guys pull both of these in here, you kill them. This is where you're going to blow your meta. You want to blow meta and you want to blow emo aura. So you're going to immolate corruption, and then blow meta, emo aura, clap them out. Agony. You can agony this back one if you want to. If you are in a guild and you know that doom will go off, you can doom them. But dot them both up, blow meta, blow emo aura, have fun with it, right? Now, if you're doing it this way, one thing you want to do before you pull the fight is you want to get a portal and you want to put it either here, right here. This is your demonic gateway. Now, if you're engineering, you want to put it down here. This is the reason. You're going to pull these guys. You're going to kill them. Once they're dead, you're going to rocket boot. If you're engineering, you're going to rocket boot down here. Beep, beep, beep. And you're going to fuck this dude up. And then after he goes down, you're going to port to here, and you're going to mess this dude up. All right? Now, if you are not engineering, you can't do that. So put your port here. I put your port like somewhere like right here. This gives you a good middle ground because you need to make sure you stay out of the, not getting stacks from this guy. So that means you would run to about right here and be able to port. And once you're in port, make sure when you're over here, you're watching out for the meteor, you're watching out for everything else. You just sit there and blast. And then when you get to this guy, you're gonna have to walk that far because you don't have engineering, which is why I say to get engineering, bro. This is implying, and this is gonna get even more so in Old War, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna want boots. Okay, now another way you can do this is the triple stack way, and which I'll show. I have footage for these next 2 ways. Now, the triple stack way is very simple. You on pull they're gonna go to their spots here. Oh my god, over here. They're gonna go over here. They're gonna go over here. They're gonna go over here, and then they're gonna merge over here. You're gonna pull them over here, boom, and you're gonna stack them up, and you're gonna kill them. Now, while you do this, you guys are already right here, right? In this example of this pull, right here, I don't know what order they actually go in, like in order where which one, but that doesn't matter. You guys are pulling from here. Your portal's right here, right? So you come down here. Now you don't need to worry about pulling these guys. If you go along the wall, just go over here along the wall, run before fights, run all the way over here, put your portal down, run all the fucking way back over here, get ready to pull. Now on pull, they're gonna go, oh my god, here. You're just gonna fuck that one up. While you guys are fucking them up, this guy's gonna run over here. This guy's gonna run over here. This guy's gonna run over here. This guy's then gonna run over here. This guy's then gonna run over here. Now, the only important thing I would say out of this is when you emo aura, I have one sock on right now and one off. in real life. Like, how the fuck did I do that? That's crazy. Don't blow your emo aura and stuff until the other ones get over here. That's something I feel like people mess up on a lot, is they'll pull this boss and they're pumping emo aura, meta's out, and they're blasting. But really, you should, you know, go Shadowbolt, Immolate, Corruption. You can't do any dooms. You can start getting, I don't think you're going to doom off at all. I can't, at least. Now, when you see this guy run over here in range, Immolate, Corruption, boom, keep pumping. Immolate, Corruption, keep pumping. Meta, emo aura. Now, it depends on how fast you kill them. You also want to know to get your meta. I'll pop my meta when this bot, like, I'll pop my meta when I see them start running over. I just mean don't pop emo aura until they're all there. So it doesn't matter when you pop meta, right? Pop meta and make sure that you have the last 12 seconds of your emo aura, because you need 12 seconds for it or whatever. Make sure you pop emo aura before the last 12 seconds is up, right? So it kind of looks like this. Like, I have my pool. I'm there. Okay, I'm going to pop meta here. I'm immolating, corrupting, blast, 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 immolate, corruption, blast, 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 emo aura, meta, okay. Once they're dead, these guys are dead, off the mat, off the planet, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone. I'm gonna teleport to my gateway. Now I'm here and I'm blasting into this guy. Okay. The last way, which is a new way, we've been doing it for a couple weeks now, but it's new to everybody else apparently. It's it's when you kill this one first. So you have these guys right here. Looks like this. We'll swap this guy with this guy. Okay, looks like this. You guys do your pool. The whole raid is over here stacked on this guy. You have a portal that's gonna take you over here. Now on pool, when everything goes there, you're gonna, these guys conform over here, but really you guys are just immediately blowing this up. Sarth has a channel, I'll link it ahead right here somewhere if you want to watch it. You blow, pretty much you're blowing up this guy and then you're killing these guys over here, right? I like this strat, it's a lot easier. It's not as good for parsing. The best way to parse this fight is to do the triple stack over here. But the fastest way to do the fight is to kill this. So what it looks like is the whole raid kills this, and then you guys move over here. You would pour it obviously, but you guys move over here and kill that. How it looks like really though, you pull the fight, you know, these will bleed in here a little bit. You can get a little bit of it sucks with your meta because you can get a little emo aura value off, but it kind of garbage because then you're moving and you're not going to be able to cast it all, but you'll get over it. I like this way, it's faster that way. But yeah, just nuke him down, pour over here. You'll have a little bit of retaining from this guy, nuke him down again. For your Infernal, this is a fight where I do like Infernal, but not if I'm doing this strat. I only like the Infernal if we're triple stacking over here. When we trip stack over here, then I like the Infernal. Cool. I'm glad you guys like that. Let's go over the footage. So this is the Zeliak way. Let's not show this one first and go to this one. This is triple stack. Okay, we're gonna pull your, this is to show you what it looks like. We pull one to the corner, right? I'm doing emo aura, Shadowbolt's up, I agony. Another one comes up, I'm gonna emo aura, I emo aura now, cool. I'm gonna immolate. I didn't emo aura yet. Now I'm gonna emo aura. So you see why I pull, you see why I use meta. I'm putting up meta. The reason I put meta up is to do extra damage on my immolate, my corruption, and my Shadowbolts as I'm waiting and any incinerates I get. And then I just now on the nose used emo aura with my haste and stuff. Right when the third guy came up. That means I'm getting full value out of my 3. Also, if you're using Infernal, like you said, mine's on cooldown, but this is the time to do it because you're gonna get very good value out of it. However, just know that as soon as one goes down, you're not going to. So you can fell dumb another one out or just let it eat it out. That one's up to you. I think from now on, I'm actually not going to use an Infernal, and I'm going to use it on the trash pack beforehand for more damage, and then save my Fel Guard for this. I'm at a stage where with my gear, I have everything. I'm fully BIS except for like neck and bracers. Those are my 10-man ones, and I'm at the point where sometimes my snaps are low because it just happens. I'm just not snapped, no procs, and then sometimes I'll get a proc or two and be 200 plus on my demonic pack. They'll go from like 350 to 450, 500, sometimes 550. So because of that, I'm going to stop using my Infernal a lot of the times. It's going to be maybe like 2 or 3 times I'm going to use it out of the whole encounter. Besides big trash packs. On boss fights though, I'm going to use it on Faralina, and that's about it. And to be honest, I don't even know if I'm going to use it on Faralina because the worshippers die pretty fast. And I don't know if I want to use the global to pull out my Fel Guard during my AoE spam. So okay. Anyway, Infernal if you want to. I'm blowing emo aura, I'm smacking. We're having fun. They're blasting. I moved for absolutely no reason. You don't want to move as much as you can. I'm keeping up Immolate and Corruption on both mobs. I don't have an Agony up on anybody, which is a little sus. You should put up an Agony up because it's definitely going to last. This is one of our earlier kills too, so these packs are lasting a little bit longer. They don't last this long anymore. I can tell because that's why now I can't even put an Agony up on them. Okay, make sure you're sniping your decimation as you see that I was doing here, which is very important to do on this one right here. I just did it. You'll see me do it. Okay, first off, look at my Shadowbolt cast. I'm casting a Shadowbolt. Look how long the cast is, right? We just lusted, so attribute that. I'm just having Shadowbolt. Okay, that's a rank 1 that's about to come up. Boom, quick as shit, and I'm spewing soul fires into a mob. Okay, I am into the mob the whole time. That's what I'm looking for, right? Okay, this guy's gonna melt down. I'm fast forward a little bit. He's below. I go ahead and get it. I have decimation going again. I'm throwing decimations into Baron. After Baron goes down, you have a little bit of decimation. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to simply port to where I need to go, right? You can look down at a thing and see that your port's off cooldown. I'm porting, stacking pairs of 2s or 3s, whatever your raid leader says, and just finish it off with Zeliak. Okay. Now, the other way is, this is the Zeliak way. All right, so we're all on this side. Now, instead, it's kind of like you're just doing it backwards, but, I just want to close out. It's kind of like you're doing it backwards. So we're over here. We're getting ready to pull. Now, Zeliak's coming over here. Immolate. Now, I'm going to Shadow Bolt, Immolate, Corruption, Immolate, or an Agony is what I wish. I don't know what I'm doing here because it's my first time watching the footage. But now that I know I'm doing this strat all the time, I'm going to blow everything on this first guy. And as soon as these other guys get here, I'm going to blow meta. It sucks parsing this way, but it's whatever. I'm not trying to parse much on my Warlock. It's like impossible. Other guys coming right now. This is when I'm going to emo aura and all that stuff and run in there. We already have Zeliak dead. This is the benefit of doing doing it like this. Now they're all dead. Now this is what I meant when I said you're kind of just stuck fighting them. You're in meta. Well, you normally would be in meta, and you're kind of sitting here in the middle, like I'm gonna die here. Like, when do I want to blow my meta? Maybe I wait for all of them to get here. As you see, a lot of our raid died just now, so this is kind of scuffy McScufferson. It was our first time doing it. But now they're all stacked up. Now I blow my emo aura. Now I blow my stuff. Now that we know the fight's a lot more cleaner. This is a couple weeks old, 3 weeks old. The one that we did just the other day, which I had perfect footage for, and I'm so mad that my computer bugged it out. I blow emo aura. If you're doing that strat, I blow it right away. I blow meta almost immediately into the fight, and then because now like we kill that one and we're cleaving, like the other two are like halfway dead before we even get over here. So it's like an awkward timing with your, like it's a very, very awkward timing with your damn, we wipe, bro. Good old wipe, good old thick wipe. Do we see it again? You want to see it again? I want to watch the beginning of it again just because I want to see this opener right here. So I think what I'm going to do, yep, see, I did blow meta that time. See, that was my, so, okay, the pull before that was our first attempt. This is our second one, which is why I kind of acted different this time. I didn't even, okay. You have to kill this guy immediately if you do this strat. This is not even Warlock related, but you have to kill this guy immediately. And we wiped because we didn't blow it immediately, and I didn't blow my meta. And he's like, hey, blow all cooldowns on this pot, right? So if you are doing this strat, you do need to blow all your cooldowns right away to kill Zeliak in time. But this is 3 weeks ago, and now I don't need to do that. So it was pretty cool because you get a lot of wasted emo aura value, but you can get some good value out of that. If you're a little bit slower than us, like you see, I wish I had my camera turned the other way. You can see these other two ads come up, and when the ads come up, that's kind of like a good time. Like right now would be a good time to pop that meta and emo aura, right? If you're going a little bit slower. I guess what I'm trying to say is this fight, I can't really tell you guys when to meta this. It's kind of like dynamic. Maybe someone can leave a comment on it, but it's, I mean, yes, obviously if you're doing it the other way, but just the Zeliak way. If you're going slow enough, you can kind of hold it till you get to here. If you're going too fast, you need to blow it earlier. If you go slow enough, you can blow lust here. Kind of like a lot of things you can really do with it. Guess what? That's it, boys. That's it. Tomorrow, I was going to do this yesterday, but yesterday was my birthday. So you guys didn't know I turned 33 yesterday. I didn't make a post about it because I'm not like some, like, you know what I mean? Oh my God, it's my birthday type shit. Right? But yeah, I didn't post this yesterday because I was doing my birthday shit. So, happy late birthday to myself. And then this is going to be posted now. And then tomorrow will be Saf and KT. The next day will be Obsidian Sanctum and Malgos. And I've got a ton of content ready for you guys. Actual, factual. So I fucking love you guys. Please like, subscribe, and follow. That'd be dope. Leave a comment if you disagree or agree, or if you have any other tips to show anybody else. And follow the stream, twitch.tv/KirksVibes, where I stream 6 days a week. I will be playing Dragonflight. If you are watching long enough to see this, are you going to be playing Dragonflight with me? And yeah. Peace.